Kia ora koutou, ko Catherine Moran Takaoingawa. I'm the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic here at the University of Canterbury. It's a delight to be able to talk to you about the university. With our modern facilities and a graduate profile with a really holistic focus on development, as a student, it's a great place to start your university career. First year is a vital time for students, and academic success is the key. Whatever program you decide to take part in, first-year students have access to ACE, which is a program that lets students see how they're doing with their courses. And if you're doing a little bit too much or a little bit not enough, our academic staff can help you out with that. Learning support is available in terms of academic skills, students with extra needs, and also support for general well-being. In terms of programs, we have something for everyone. If your student's interested in big global challenges in health and environment, influencing social change, big data, education for the future, or technology, there are opportunities here at the University of Canterbury. Talk to our liaison staff to find out more about the programs that are perfect for you.
Kia ora koutou, no mai tauti mai, ko Julie MACKAY toko ingoa. I'm Julie MACKAY and I work as a Dean alongside the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic. I'm delighted to be here today as my role is about helping students transition well into university and ensuring that they have the best academic experience and a successful year of study. This is an area that the university is focusing on because we know how essential the first year is to establish good patterns of engagement and success. The transition to university can be both exciting and daunting, and I think that applies to both students themselves and to their whānau. Young people are naturally excited as they move from secondary school to the next stage in their journey. For the most part, they're ready to be more independent and to embark on the tertiary pathway that will lead to new opportunities and careers. At the same time, while they may not admit it, I expect many are also a bit anxious about expectations, making friends, or knowing they have made the right course choices. As parents, caregivers and wider whānau, we often share our young people's excitement, balanced against our own questions and concerns about how they will adjust, whether they are taking the right program, and what the future will hold. I hope that today's sessions will provide useful information for you about the excellent academic education and the wide range of wraparound supports that UC provides to ensure students navigate their first year successfully. University is different to secondary school. Firstly, there are a lot more choices about what to study, the degrees themselves, as well as different combinations of majors and minors. Your young people might already know exactly what they need to study to enter a chosen career, or they might be clear in the subject areas that interest them, or they might not. Encourage them to talk with the liaison advisor for their school now and or to reach out for advice about careers and pathways early so that they can consider a range of options. The university year is organised differently with 2 main semesters of 12 weeks teaching. Teaching is more intensive and fast-paced, and students can find they're doing relatively small course assessments within the first 3 weeks. These are designed to give them early feedback on how they're doing and can be a good signal to reach out for help, either from their lecturer or the academic skills team. The assessments are often quite different to NCA too, and first year lecturers will provide good information about what is expected. We encourage students to ask questions if they need to. Lecturers want students to succeed and they are approachable and very happy to help. There's also a lot more independent work in terms of reading and preparing for lectures, and students will benefit from having good study habits and good time management. We have resources, workshops and people to help students with these, and they'll be touched on by others in this session. Students will usually be in 4 different courses each semester, and they may not be with the same people, or they may be in really large groups. This can make it more challenging to make friends. There are opportunities to connect through smaller groups like tutorials or via the many university clubs and activities. We're really fortunate to have a lively and active Students' Association with a huge variety of activities, and we encourage students to get involved and make new friends and to enjoy the whole university experience. We know it can be challenging for students to know how they are doing, especially in that first semester or first year. We were really excited to launch a new tool this year to help students understand how they are doing. The tool is called ACE, short for Analytics for Course Engagement. This helps students gauge their own academic engagement, not their performance. It keeps track of how often they engage with the readings, quizzes, videos and other online resources related to a specific course. And it gives them feedback about their engagement in relation to the rest of the class. We know that engagement is essential for academic success, and we want to encourage students to take responsibility for that early, before they get behind. If a student's engagement does drop below the expectations for that course, then a text message is triggered. And if there's no improvement or no response, there is a friendly human intervention to check in about what supports might be needed. This could be academic support or pastoral care, or perhaps students are struggling because they think they're in the wrong program. It gives students and the university an early heads up if things are not going as well as expected. Sometimes students realise early on that they're not in the right program for them. It's not unusual for students to be uncertain or to change direction. There are plenty of supports available to help them explore the options and to navigate to the right pathways. We have teams of student advisors and careers advisors. So again, if your young person is expressing some doubts about their choices, encourage them to reach out and seek some help. It might be they just need to understand the career pathways that could be open to them, or that they need some clarity about the best course choices to reach their goals. UC is also committed to the Code of Pastoral Care introduced by the government last year. UC offers holistic support to ensure health, welfare and safety, wraparound supports for pastoral care, opportunities for connecting students into clubs and societies, disability resource services to support learning needs, recreation centre for physical wellbeing and academic supports. We're aiming to make all of those services as obvious and accessible as we can, particularly for first year students. If you have any concerns, encourage your young people to reach out or contact the university to find out what is on offer. Sometimes students don't do as well as they had hoped in the NCEA and they miss UE by a few credits or more. There are still some options, either via catch-up credits with external providers such as Hagley over the summer period, or they can do the 12-week Certificate in University Preparation in Semester 1 and gain entrance that way. If you have questions that we haven't covered today, then please reach out and contact us. We look forward to working with our next cohort of first year students and to celebrating their academic success with you in a few years' time. Kia ora koutou.
Tēnā koutou katoa, ngā mihi nui kia koutou. My name is LYNN MCCLELLAND and I'm the Executive Director of Student Life, Services and Communications. And I'm delighted to be here talking to you about your student and what the University of Canterbury offers. This is an exciting, a stimulating and potentially a bit of a challenging transition. And I want to reassure you that we at the university take responsibility for ensuring that your student, whatever their circumstances, is prepared for success and for that wonderful experience that is a university life. We take a holistic approach here at the University of Canterbury. So we're concerned about academic, physical, social and spiritual well-being of your student. And we have a whole range of services specially designed to make sure that your student gets the support they need when they need it. One of the interesting things about the transition to university is that it is a different environment from school. So you'll see the scale of classes, of size, of pace, and sometimes that can be a little bit overwhelming. So what we want to bring is an opportunity for your student, first of all, to try out some new stuff, but also to know that there is help available if they need it, and they need to speak up, put their hand up and access it. So in terms of what we offer both in and outside the classroom, there's a whole range of activities, from 180 student clubs through to a fully equipped recreation centre, health centre, student accommodation, and also specialist services if your student needs that extra little bit of help. That is student care or disability services, or our Māori and Pacifica teams who are really dedicated and knowledgeable about how to support students within their own community. We also offer, as you know, a whole range of accommodation, and we are working constantly with our accommodation providers to make sure that the services provided there, be it extra tutoring or social events or just that sense of community, is put in place. And for those students who don't have that accommodation service, we do offer a UniLife program to enable them to connect better with their peers.
Tēnā koutou katoa. No Ngāti Rangitahi me Ngāti Raukawa ki te tonga ahau, ko Michelle Bergman tuku ingoa. My name's Michelle Bergman and I whakapapa to two iwi in the North Island, Ngāti Raukawa ki te tonga and Ngāti Rangitahi. Born and bred down here in Canterbury. I'm here to talk to you today about the services that we have on offer at the University of Canterbury for our students and for yourself as parents. So first of all, I just want to say congratulations. You have raised beautiful children who are now at the stage of becoming a bit more independent and coming to university and become their own people. So that is a big ask of you to be able to let them go. So I'm here to assure you that we have many services on campus available to make sure that they are well looked after. I am a part of the UC Māori team, so we look after students who whakapapa Māori. We work alongside our Pacifica development team and student care and our disability resource services. Collectively, we help make sure that all of the students that need support and help in any kind of way, whether it be academic, whether it be knowing their way around campus, there are other things that happen. We have a tuakana mentoring program available. I can assure you that we are working with them to help make sure that they navigate those spaces. If at any point you're thinking, I wonder what my child is up to, then you're more than welcome to give us a phone call. However, we can't, due to confidentiality, give you any information about your child. But what we can do is, because we will be seeing your child, is touch base with them and say, hey, I've heard from your mum or I've heard from your dad, and they haven't heard from you for a wee while, so they're just quite keen to know what's going on. How about give them a call and just let them know that you're okay? If at any time that you are thinking, I've got all this spare time on my hands now, and you're not too sure what to do with it, then we take mature students as well. So you're more than welcome to come along and enrol with the University of Canterbury. Maybe just don't join the same college that your child is studying. They might not appreciate that. But select anything else and we will welcome you as well.
Kia ora koutou. My name is Angel Nicholson. I am the manager of the Academic Skills Centre. We're here to help your sons and daughters with their academic skills, and in particular, their academic writing and then their tertiary study skills. All the skills and all the experiences that they bring to uni are really important, and we will help build on this because they will need to develop new skills, because there are some significant differences. Often when students come to uni, they think to themselves, how does academic writing differ now that I'm uni compared to when they were at high school? They wonder, what do I do in a lecture time? How do I take notes? What do I do with those notes once I'm finished with them? How do I start an assignment? What is plagiarism and how do I not do it? How do I revise for exams? And for some young people who are procrastinators, they need help with understanding where procrastination comes from and then how to mitigate that situation. And this is where we come in. We can help with all of this and many other topics as well. We do it in a variety of ways. Each term we run a whole lot of workshops and seminars. So topics will include essay writing, report writing, critical thinking, analysing a question, avoiding plagiarism, how to reference, how to paraphrase, ... Those are just a few of the many that we run. And in addition to this, your sons and daughters can make an appointment with a learning advisor. And that's where we sit down with them and we look at their pieces of writing, and together we formulate strategies to help them to improve the quality of their writing. And it could be grammar, it could be sentence structure, or it could be the overall structure of the assignment. And we also help them to understand whether they've answered the question or not. We also have drop-ins. So students can pop in during drop-in time and they're assured of getting up to 10 minutes with a learning advisor just to do a quick Q&A. We also are more and more developing online resources. because we understand that more and more of our students are working or have other commitments and so can't always attend our workshops. So we make some recordings available to students. And even our appointments, students can have access to distance appointment. And no doubt all of you are familiar with Zoom, or certainly we've all become a lot more familiar with the lockdown. Our services are all free. And over the course of a year, we see more than 1 out of every 3 students. They come from a variety of disciplines: law, education, engineering, arts, sciences, and they also come from a range of levels. So we see students who's year 1 right through to the students completing their PhD thesis. Look, we really look forward to working with your sons and daughters, and we look forward to journeying with them as they start this very exciting phase of their life.
Kia ora, my name is Kat Henderson and I am the Sport and Recreation Manager here at University of Canterbury. Mental wellbeing starts with physical wellbeing, so maintaining a regular exercise routine of something that you enjoy goes a long way to keeping yourself in tip-top shape for study. So we encourage students, and you can help support your student by getting them to sign up for activities on campus. So the Rec and Sport Service provides social sport leagues, we support competitive clubs as well, we have a full functioning gym with cardio, weights, classes, everything you might possibly need is there right on campus. The great news is this is part of the student levy, so they don't have to pay any more for any of this. There are a few part charges which are very, very low for a few extra services which might be just something they want to try, like boot camps and personal training, for example. The Health Centre is a fabulous service on campus, and they're just down the road from the Rec Centre. They are also free for UC students, provided they transfer their registration from their existing GP to our service and get themselves a community services card. So the cost can go up a little bit if they don't get that community services card, but it's just $15. So it's a great value service, and all of the GPs have been there a very long time, and they're very experienced in dealing with this particular age group, young adults, which is fabulous. They also have counsellors and psychologists, which are free for everybody, even if you're not registered. So every single UC student can access the counselling services on campus when they need it. Other than that, I think the best thing to do is just to encourage your student to make friends, get connected, get involved, and just try new things out, because if we enjoy what we do, we'll just keep doing it, and that's a great thing. Thanks.
When we're looking at how we can work together with you, we do see it very much as a partnership. We at the university have responsibilities, but we want to work with you as whānau to make sure that your students' transition is the best it can be. And if you are concerned at any stage, please pick up the phone and call us or email me, and we are more than happy to follow up and make sure that things are actually on track. We're all in this together, and we look forward to partnering with you to make sure that your student is healthy, successful, and feels a real part of the UC community.